Trying to find this perfect scene. Alright, I got it. So let's get into this. So Christian would basically skip Alola. He doesn't really like the region. He only came to get the EVMZ. Which he quickly comes in. Ash says, Christian, you're back. He goes, I'm not staying too long. Eevee and me are just going to get the EVMZ. He said, Ash says, well, Aleema's here. Maybe you could challenge him for the EVMZ. Christian says, alright then. Any Eevee battle you want. As he walks up saying, I challenge you for the EVMZ. What? Alright, back to this. So, after beating Aleema with little to no difficulty because of how powerful his Eevee is, we're gonna skip all the way to Journeys. All the way from the Eternatus arc. So while Ash is actually battling Chairman Rose, Christian would be battling Eternatus with Leon. As then, Christian sends out Pupitar since it hasn't evolved yet. It's usually using Harden to block all the attacks. But then it's hit by an Dynamax Cannon. Christian says, Pupitar! And Eevee tries to save it, but Pupitar starts to glow as it evolves and goes, Braka! As it roars as it evolves into Tyranitar. It jumps up in the air and uses a powerful Hyper Beam and slams the Eternatus throughout the building to the ground, as then Tyranitar looks at Eternatus with a fiery look and goes, as Eternatus would go back with, and instantly Tyranitar would jump down on it and pounce on top of it, and this is where Ash and Thing are. Ash says, Christian, you're here again? He goes, I'm here to stop this thing. And if that means tearing it apart, that's what it's gonna be. Oh, crap. Instantly, Tyranitar pounces on its neck and looks it right in the eyes. And is gonna take it down as it looks straight at the Eternatus as it goes. As he goes, as then Eternatus makes a noise. As Christian would say, Tyranitar, Dynamax! As it turns into Dynamax Tyranitar as it goes, Brah! Then Christian commands saying, Hi, Max! Use Atomic Breath because I can do that! As it launches, hitting Eternatus with full power. But Tyranitar would be blasted back with the Eterna Beam. And the Journeys event would just go normal because I don't feel like putting myself in there. So the next part, since it's evolved, Christian sends it back to Oak's Lag, as Christian is still only traveling with Eevee. He goes to a certain spot every day. It's a pink giant tree. He pulls out his AirPods because he's that boy. He puts in his phone in his pocket. He's wearing a black coat thingy. Ash can go see this, and then they see how his cloak turns from black to white. Got it. So he sits down on his... Give me a second. I found the song I wanted. So basically, he's sitting on the swing, swinging up and down, with Evie on his lap. As then he plays in his head. Damn it. Then he starts to sing along with the song as he says, as he starts petting Evie's head, he says to Evie, this is probably one of my favorite songs for actual reasons. Hello there, Drew Henderson. Alright, let's get back to the video. So after just getting on the swing for a while, he just gets off and gets ready for his next battle. He has to fight to get into the master class of the World Coronation Series. And he's still questioning if he wants to evolve. He offers it 5 things. He pulls out 8 things. He pulls out a purple disc, a ice stone, a leaf stone, a firestone, a thunderstone, a leash, and yeah, that's all he chooses. He says, which one do you want? Evie starts to sniff them all, and then it kicks them all away by using Swift. It doesn't want to evolve. As he says, alright, I respect your decision. As he walks away. As he asks Evie if it still wants to go on a walk. Evie agrees as he puts it on its leash because he knows Evie will not follow because it's still Evie, but he trusts Evie anyways. As he lets go of it and says, let's go. As he puts the stuff back in his bag, as they take a relaxing walk. Out of nowhere, 5 kidnappers appear, trying to attack him. They grab him and hit Evie, swat Evie away. Yeah, I know, that happened in the Pokemon anime. Fans would kick down the entire TV, get into that anime, and rip those kidnappers' heads off, because no one's gonna hurt Evie. So let's get into this. So after being kidnapped, and basically, yeah, then Evie comes to Ash to tell it what's going on. To tell him what's going on. Pikachu communicates and blah blah blah. Ash says, alright, we have to go. Evie is determined to save its trainer. Christian already knows what's going on, she's completely calm. He goes, as he says, I could easily beat you all right now. I just don't want to. He says in his head, I'm bluffing, but I could if I tried. Then Evie and Ash and Go arrive. Instantly, Ash would send out Lucario! Oh, fuck. He sends out Lucario, a Pokemon that he hasn't used in the entire anime since the Eternus and Mewtwo arc. I'm still triggered about that. That's literally his ace and he hasn't even used it besides Dragonite. That thing's a motherfucking tank. So let's get back into this. So, with this, Eevee would instantly double edge the person who grabbed Christian, as Christian rips out of them as Ash helps him. He picks up a pebble and says, "Hey yo, go Cinderace." As Cinderace looks, he pulls out a boulder like a rocks and throws it at its foot. It's kind of shocked at first, but realizes that it's a bigger pyro ball. It spins it around the air and slams it down, annihilating. Christian says, "I can do that too." And it's used his own kind of pyro ball, but not without lighting it up first with a lighter. He kicks it like a football, aka a soccer ball, and blasts it into them. But then, the final boss, aka Team Rocket, who told these grunts to just go get him, aka the elite, the Malice Malavia, or whatever that thing from Sun and Moon is. It's Alolan Meowth versus Eevee. Eevee's not backing down. Eevee rushes in, but he's getting Fury swiped in, hit by flash cannons from the other dude's Aggron. And he goes, "Eevee, you don't have to battle, it's fine. We can get out of here alive, just stop." Eevee's not giving up though. His tears starts to roll down his face as he runs at Eevee, telling it to stop. But Eevee is not backing down. It creates then it releases its final attack, Last Resort, as it annihilates all of them. Then Eevee, it's time to battle Aggron. Christian goes, "So you really are determined. Well, let's take him down. Double kick." Eevee gets a smirk on his face as it double kicks. Then Christian says, "Let's go," as he throws the Z-Ring into the air, and it clips into a Z-Ring as he goes, "Feel the burn, Eevee. Let's get going." As he puts his finger into the air, into like a ring, as he goes, "Let's take him down. Extra Eevee booster," whatever that Z-Ring's called. After that, he's finally defeated. Eevee uses its Z move to get a boost, as then he uses Double Edge to annihilate them all. Christian hugs Eevee and says that he knows he was a bad trainer because of his thoughts. If you want to know what they are, I'll say it now. His thoughts were to walk Eevee so he can gain friendship and evolve into Umbreon. Okay, Extreme Evo Boost, or Eevee Boost. So with this, he would decide, as him and Eevee would be best friends. Then we go to a fun arc. The latest episode of Pokemon Journeys. So with with Gary and Christian both returning, with Christian with his Eevee and Quilava that he's going to be using, Ash is in Fernape as they go to find it. Ew. So with this, he uses his full force, as then Quilava and Eevee are battling against Moltres, along with Blastoise, along with Turquoise, and Pikachu, and Cinderace, of course. These guys are battling the frick out of each other. And then Moltres shoots a burn up straight at Blastoise. It hits, but then Quilava jumps in and starts to absorb it. Oh, well, my Eevee was just a house pet. And then it turned into my gift as a Pokemon.